Hello everybody, welcome in. So, um, it is no, secret that I've been having issues with Streamlabs and, a lot of, CPU usage. And so for today, I am trying to use a different, streaming program, which means there's gonna be a lot of stuff today. I'm already kind of seeing that I'm having a bit of lag issues still, so I do need to check on that. It says that my CPU is running at half as much as my other program was, which is good, but in reality there's still a lot of issues, which I need to figure out. Specifically, I don't know why my VTubing program is having issues with it lagging. But for the most part, I think it's a bit better. But we will find out throughout the day. The other important thing to note, I have different sound alerts now. They're a bit more simplistic, in the sense of it's a lot more kind of jingles and sound effects compared to actual like voice clips from different things. Because if you remember, my last follow that might be why it's trying to load YouTube. So the other thing, I'm using YouTube right now for the background music compared to Spotify like I usually do, because it's a system I'm gonna be working with going forward, so that could also be adding to it. So anyway, if you remember my last set of alerts, the follow was Eggman's I've come to make an announcement. I have since changed that. I have changed the subscriber sound alert. I have also changed the bit sound alert and the donation sound alert. The donation sound alert is not going to be heard quite yet, because I haven't set up donations or anything like that. But for the most part, that is about it. Oh, and raids. I did change the sounds for raids as well. But hello, Ray. Just kind of talking about changes and stuff like that that's been made. It's going to be a very scuffed stream, because I'm working with a different streaming software. But there's that, and then I was just going through that I have different sound alerts now. I am working on I'm working on getting channel points all figured out, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to do with that I just haven't. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to stop the music and play some Splatoon. That is coming through really loudly. Oh no, it's not at all. Okay. That was... There we go. Okay. Actually, let me do that, see if that works. I should probably turn up my mic. Welcome, Ray. You're officially the first one in the stream. Congratulations. So the one disadvantage I'm having right now is with my mic. If I have my mic turned all the way up so you can hear me clearly, when I'm not talking, some sound still goes through the mic, like ambient sound. So I need to figure all that out on my own as well. But for now, this should work, I think, because it should be getting drowned out by the sound effects of the game. But yeah, I am working with new systems, and so I am going to be incredibly scuffed today. Hopefully my stream doesn't look too bad. Actually gonna open the stream on my phone to see. That way I just have the awareness of how it kind of looks. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah. I've been having, obviously with the last setup, I was having a lot of CPU issues. And even recently I've been having weird, the only thing I can guess is internet issues. Because a lot of, like, anytime I watch a stream, be it on YouTube or Twitch, it's been buffering a lot, and I'm not quite sure what causes it. Could be my CPU dying, but it could also be my internet, so I have no clue. So that's kind of why I want it to kind of be up on a separate thing, so I can kind of see how it looks. But I think let's get into it. I have been talking for about 7 minutes, so yep. Challenge. I haven't done any of the challenges. Alright, that is mainly what I'm going to be pushing for because the season's coming to a close. I'm going to be working a lot on catalog stuff, so... And let's just leave it at that. Nyum. I didn't look at all the shops, but that's fine. I can do that later. Let's just hop into our first match. Fat rat. Oh, I haven't played this in a while. Messed up names today. Yeah. Makes sense. Honestly, Splatoon names are one of those things that it's like, it's either hit or miss. There are some really good ones out there, but at the same time, a lot of them are just kind of like, you know, normal names. Nice. Also, the other thing is it's right now gonna be a bit harder for me to read chat effectively because it's in a slightly different spot than before because of my new layout. DC? Oh, there is a DC. Didn't notice that. Well, I guess that was a pretty good first match for me. That was a bit of a waste, but okay. There we go. First match. But yeah, it's interesting right now. I'm noticing that on my overlay, like on like Streamlabs and stuff like that, or not Streamlabs, I'm just using base OBS now. I'm so used to saying Streamlabs. It looks a bit stuttery, but on my phone watching, it's not. So that must just be a, like a OBS thing that's happening. Also, love it up the catalog. This will also allow me to see the shops and stuff like that. No. Let's see. Comeback, ink recovery up. It's alright. Haunt. Sub power up. Yeah, that's a good one. Maybe not the best for actual stat wise, but you know. Quick super jump, ink recovery, stealth jump. I would want. Yeah. It's going to equip actually. Now that's actually good. Let's grab that. Ooh, that's not bad. Do you happen to know which slot the ninja squid comes on? Because I feel like it's the shoes. The shirt. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Oh, right. That was the other thing I wanted to do. I have a lot of stuff that I want to do before the season is over. I don't play this nearly enough to actually... Shoes have ninja jump. Okay, that's what that is. That makes sense. Thank you. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to change the tag. Yeah, my tag right now is what I use as kind of like a meme when I'm playing with other people, but redacted. My team has an object of affection and an object of destruction. That's great. Alright, no booyahs, that's fine. Well, okay then. It's a great start. And they've got the center. Because it has undertones, which I like to joke with friends about, but yep, this is... No, it's gonna be completely unrelated. I'm changing the object of affection part. I could've... Are you able to destroy those? I feel like you're able to destroy those. I feel like I've destroyed those before. You are? Okay. Then I must be absolutely sucking. I went right over the top. Ah, there's different damage for players and objects. I didn't know that. Okay. Is the sound freaking out for you? Out of curiosity, because I can't hear my own stream properly. I can't tell if the sound is having issues or if it's my headphones. Buffering a bit? Okay. Nice! I got my first fist bump. Best thing I can try and do is see if it's my capture card having issues. Yeah, I'll keep going. Oh, I just cut out the audio completely. My capture card may be overheating. Fun. Yeah. Let me... Oh boy, okay. I need to deactivate, reactivate, there we go. Ruiko! I don't know if they're in stream right now. If you are, hello. I was not expecting to see that. They aren't? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to... Oh, I'm gonna have to see it. That's great. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting to see it. Oh, I'm gonna have to message them. No way I did what? What did I do? I don't know what I did. Yep. Oh, wipe out. Oh, that's a loss, but... Oh, I'm gonna have to message them, see if they want to hop in a call or anything like that. I was not expecting them to join. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, hello, hello. You are here. If you want to hop in a call and play, lurking. Very nice, very nice. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you want to hop in a call and play, that'd be great. If you don't, that's awesome as well. Just let me know what you would want to do. I don't have my Discord server set up yet. If you just want to do a normal call, would that work? Oh, yep, I forgot. While I'm here. Spot tag. Let's go with... Ah, awesome. Hello, hello.
Hi, hi.
Oh my gosh, I was not expecting to see you there.
I finally got some free time, and I saw you were live, and I also saw you were playing Splatoon, so I was like, I'm gonna sneak in here.
Oh man, I'm sure you heard me when I saw your name pop. I'm like, wait a second. I need to... I'm not sure how... I am not used to setting up... There we go, okay. Yeah, that works. I'm not used to setting up lobbies.
Oh, like all you gotta do is just
Yeah.
start the game, and then I can join off of you.
Yep, that works.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty alright. Everything's a little bit scuffed, but...
It's just how it seems to go.
Yeah.
It's the curse of being a streamer.
I've been having issues with my CPU.
Oh no.
Where I actually shifted over from Streamlabs OBS to normal OBS because Streamlabs was taking up too much of my CPU.
Oh no.
And by too much, I mean it itself was taking up over 50%.
Oh yeah, no, that's yucky.
Ugh, communication error.
No, communication error.
But luckily it seems like normal OBS is only taking up about 20%, so that's a lot better.
That's good. I'm sorry if it makes things chug though.
I mean, it's fine. This is a 5.5-year-old computer now.
Oh man, it's time for an upgrade then, yeah?
Yeah, but that's a bit more money than I have, especially with, student loans.
Oh my gosh, no, don't get me started on those. I'm so sorry.
Ray did say he was gonna join. Um,
Okay.
but I think we could probably start a match.
Mm.
And they could probably join the next one or so. But yeah, I don't know why, but I've been having a lot of like issues lately with this PC, and I really, it is time for an upgrade, like you said, but I don't know. It's really weird that it just started all of a sudden.
Mm.
Cause like
I wish I were super tech savvy because then I'd be able to like tell you what you could do.
yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not like it's a new enough issue where like I'm starting to look into it. Oh, we're going against trans girl, right? Like it's a new enough issue where I need to start looking into it, but it's something that's been long enough running where it's kind of expected. Like the other issue I've been having, I don't know if it's my PC or my internet, but for whatever reason, live streams have been lagging like hell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like I'm not sure if you've noticed like as many late replies from me on stream and stuff like that, but like it would be every like 5 minutes or so I'd get like a buffer for a good couple seconds. And it's not
At
like
that point, I'd almost blame Twitch itself.
well, it's not just Twitch. I'm having it on YouTube live streams as well.
Oh.
But it's only live streams. I'm not having this issue on videos. And my internet speed is fine because I've done speed tests while it happens.
Something definitely is going wrong. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Oh well, sympathetic. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm the same way. Yeah, no, I this stream, I didn't want to do any, like, PC games today, because, obviously, I'm testing OBS. So that's why I chose to do Splatoon, because, at some point in the near future, I want to do, Planet Robobot, Kirby.
Yeah.
I mentioned that a few days ago on my stream because it's one of the important games to me. It was on my birthday stream actually, but I am glad that I chose to do this so you could hop in.
Well, either way, I still would have been there just to watch in the background. I don't know. I like supporting you from the shadows.
I do really appreciate it because it's one of those things where like I know we've known each other for a while with a while break in between, of course, for reasons. But
we won't get into that.
But when it comes to actual streaming, I will say that you had made an impact on me actually feeling confident enough to stream.
Which is good, because you've totally got the spark, you know?
I appreciate it, I really do. Oh, that was a wipe.
Oh, definitely.
But no, it is one of those things where I definitely would love to do more collabs with you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mostly because honestly, I feel like my best in terms of doing entertainment is when I'm building off of someone else. Which, as a streamer, it's hard to kind of just be on your own while streaming. Um,
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure you know that as well. Um, hello, Ray. Um, like, I'm just gonna say it. I have a slow chat. I get 2 people max chatting.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to build off of a slow chat like that.
It's very hard, like at the start, especially like when you haven't been boosted or anything, and you gotta just build your own community,
Yeah.
like from the ground up. Yeah.
Speaking
But I'd
of
be
collabs, though.
happy to collab with you anytime that you're free. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. It's the sort of thing, there is latency, so I'm.
Yes,
I
European lag.
I have a friend in Australia, so
Mm.
I'm used to latency.
Fair.
But I did want to ask if you still have Uno installed.
Yes, I still have Uno. I think what I need to get is whatever launcher they're using this year. Get that installed,
yeah.
but then I'd be 100% down to play Uno.
The only reason I haven't approached you about that yet, is because I would want 4 people, but I don't know of really who to ask.
Fair. I don't know who else like has or still plays Uno.
Because
Since friends have come and gone, and
yeah.
I still just kind of mostly prefer to stream by myself since
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
little too rowdy for most other people.
Although that kind of fits me. I am very chaos. Which is why I think Uno would be perfect, because I remember when we played Uno years ago, it was just mass chaos, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I miss those
I could
days.
ask around if you want.
Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Just because, like, you know, if nothing else, it could help with networking, you know?
Yeah.
Because, I know, I have reasons that I'm not going to get into, but I very much so struggle to reach out to people. So, like, even with you, like, obviously, we've known each other for a while, and, like, there is at least some level of trust between us, I would say. It's still quite a struggle, but like, I don't want to just... I don't want to have that negatively impact things either, which that's kind of the hardest part about all of that.
No, I get it.
But yeah, if you happen to find people who would be willing to do that, I would really appreciate it. If not, that is great as well. Because I don't want to be like, you know, abuse your kindness, let's say.
Oh no, that's okay. I 100% get what you mean. But yeah, no, this week I'll ask around. I'm wondering if Rayan has Uno. Because if so, then we have number 3 here. So
Yeah.
makes things easy.
So, Ray, do you have Uno?
It just turns into the meme. It was like it came free on your Xbox. I meant to change my weapon.
Da-da-da. I feel like that headgear works. Let's go with that. caffeine. Ah, we're on a team with Trans Girl now.
Yeah, let's go. We're totally gonna win now.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm not sure if you saw earlier, but I got my first fist bump.
Congratulations, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You're totally gonna get the next one now. Buddy. I mean, literally. Out of it.
I don't know. The only thing I can think about right now is that one time that I went on a like hour-and-a-half rant about Legend of Zelda lore.
What set that off?
I don't remember. I just remember that like I was playing Mario Kart, and for whatever reason, something sparked like me to just go on a rant about just Legend of Zelda, and I went in, I grabbed my Zelda encyclopedia, read out the opening to Skyward Sword, which is how the world was created and what happened. I don't know what caused it. Oh, it was before Tears of the Kingdom came out. And I was talking about the theory that Tears of the Kingdom was gonna bookend the series.
I think that'd be a nice ending to all of it.
Which the theory kind of works still. I watched a video that was kind of like, it was a theory crafting video where they were pretty much saying like, yes, this could happen in our wildest dreams. There's no like tangible proof of it, but there's nothing that disproves it. And it was the idea that obviously in Skyward Sword, look at me going on a rant again. In Skyward Sword, it was about how essentially Demise cursed Link and Zelda to be in a reincarnation cycle. And so the theory of it went, obviously, as seen in Breath of the Wild, Ganondorf's power was leaking out into Hyrule, even though he was imprisoned, essentially. And I'm gonna say, just as like a basis, very slight spoilers, I would say, I'm going to, you know, try my absolute best to not absolutely spoil the ending for anyone who still hasn't been through the game or anything like that, even though it's been a couple months at this point. But essentially the idea is that, obviously, Ganondorf's power was able to leak out into Hyrule. So, what if Demise in Skyward Sword was just a leak of that power?
Ooh, I like this theory.
And
then it would all just tie together.
yeah, and that way Tears of the Kingdom would still bookend the series. And that's how Rauru could still be the founder of Hyrule before even Skyloft was a thing. Well, I guess it would be after Skyloft. It would be between Skyward Sword and Minish Cap? I think it was Minish Cap. But it would make sense in that way of being like, that would allow for the Ouroboros? Ouroboros, sorry. To kind of be the right mantra, as well as the cycle of rebirth, and allow for that to be, you know, the end of the series. Although I wouldn't be surprised, and this was another kind of great theory, that there's going to be one more game in the Hero of the Wilds saga. Because the first game, Breath of the Wild, was very much so like centered around like memories, and specifically like Zelda being the one to be sealing away Ganon and stuff like that. And the mantra, or the color scheme of it, was very blue. In Tears of the Kingdom, the color scheme is green, and dealt more with Link being the, like, courageous last stand. So the theory is that there's going to be a third game to complete the trilogy that is going to have a red mantra. That way, blue for wisdom, green for courage, and red for power. And it would be relating to the Triforce.
Right.
Like, I've seen all these sorts of theories that I want to be true so bad because it would be really cool. Because, like, that would be a great ending to the saga. And, like, even the series as a whole. Like, sure, you can still put games and stuff like that in between. And because, obviously, they've done that with the timeline before. But it would be a great end to just have a trilogy that relate to the Triforce. Because it has been surprisingly absent from the Wilds saga.
Like, didn't they come out with Triforce Heroes game?
Yes, it was Triforce Heroes, and it takes place in the Fallen Hero timeline, fairly early on. But yeah, that was for the 3DS, and that was actually the first Zelda game that I actually went through and played.
Cool. I haven't gotten a chance to play it at all, but it looked cool because I just love the Toon Link style.
Yeah, yeah. It's all right. It's meant to be played with 2 other people. It can be played solo, but the way it's played solo is, I'm not sure if you, have you played, Four Swords?
Four Swords, yeah. I had so much more fun with at least 2 other people.
Yeah. It's essentially, the same sort of system as Four Swords, where you work as a team. And the way it works with single player in Triforce Heroes is there are 2 scarecrows that you can essentially transfer your consciousness between. So that's how that works. But yeah, it was fun in the sense of you could kind of goof around with friends and, you know, if you've seen the new Super Mario Bros. Wii videos with friends and stuff like that, where they just throw each other into pits. That's the sort of energy that you get from that game.
Just chaotic, then.
Yeah. Which I think is why I liked it. I don't know how long that rant was, but...
No, it's fine. I appreciate it.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if I have autism in some sense. I go on rants like that way too often.
No, good. Autism is a superpower. What do you mean?
But yeah, I was on a school trip, and one of my friends who was a Legend of Zelda fanatic, brought that game, and I brought my 3DS on the trip because it was a 6-hour bus trip. And they had the game, played it with them and one of my other friends, and had a blast. So I ended up getting it about a week later.
Heck yeah.
But a lot of the community calls it the Link dress-up simulator.
Is it because there's like a lot of costumes in that game?
Yeah,
or?
there's a lot of costumes, and they all have different effects.
Oh, I see.
And so, like, you'd get the sort of thing where, like, it's a strategy based off of who gets what costume, because like there'll be a costume that'll make the long shot like stronger, or it'll travel further. Bombs are bigger, like a lot of that sort of stuff. So it's helpful to have those sorts of outfits.
For just a moment, freaking got asked if I wanted food, and you know I have to say yes.
Food is always great.
Oh, food is just yummy.
Wipe out.
Oh, yo, let's go.
Also, thank you, Ray. Ray said that my rants are great to listen to.
Yeah, look, I never really get a chance to tell you because like either time zones or we have like different obligations at the time. But like I love getting to just watch your VODs because like I don't know, your voice is just very pleasing to listen to. It's just ASMR.
Thank you. I'm very self-conscious about my voice. Going on another slight rant here, but
Let's go.
What was that? Latency. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I've mentioned I'm a communications major. And I spent a lot of time in the podcast room that my school had. Just as kind of like, I mean, podcasts, I feel like I'd be pretty good at podcasts because, I mean, you've heard it here first. I have the ability to rant for hours about a single topic.
Right.
But I spent quite a while in the podcast room because it was the sort of thing, I had a 3-hour break between classes that I was just kind of stuck on campus. But I would spend almost the full 3 hours in the podcast room. And the way that, as a preface, we had a podcast room because we had, 2 of the programs that I took were video and field, which was like filming and like that sort of stuff, cinematography, and then post-processing, which was like film editing and related fields. So we had a full film studio on campus, and part of that was we had a podcast studio as well. And one of the things that we had to do for podcasts was there was like a board set out in front of us with like volume sliders, so that way we could be like live editing the volume of people while we were recording. And part of that was you have to listen in your headphones to what everyone else is saying, as well as how you sound in relation. I was one of 3 people in that class that actually felt comfortable enough with their voice where they didn't have issues listening to themselves. So it's the sort of thing where like I remember a few years ago when you were doing solely VR chat with people and stuff like that. I went through those VODs because I went and I searched through them for clips. I got so used to my voice from doing that for the, like, I don't know, 6 months that I did that. That I grew really comfortable with my own, like, hearing my own voice. I'm still self-conscious about it from the standpoint of other people listening to my voice.
Right.
So, hearing that you think I have a very... Come on, Booyah, thank you. A very nice voice to listen to. It does, like, calm my nerves about it a bit.
Good, yeah. It's like there's nothing grating or irritating about it. Like you have a very nice level to your voice as well. It's very soothing. What I'm looking for.
Honestly, I can't say you're the first one to tell me that either. I actually had one of my close friends, not IRL, but one of my close online friends, actually try and convince me to let them buy me an ASMR mic. Which, of course, you know, those tend to go for a couple hundred at least and couple thousand at most.
Right, yeah.
But they were trying to convince me to let them buy me one of the $1,000 mics. And I'm just like, no. But it's one of those things where I still don't quite like my voice from the standpoint of, and this is of course because everyone's voice sounds deeper in their own head just because of how the voice works, and there is science to it. I learned about it in my communications classes. It's because it like goes through the bone structure, so you're hearing the vibrations directly rather than through airspace, but that's a different topic. But as someone who like doesn't do vocal training to try and have a specific voice, but yet kind of wants a more soft, I guess, feminine voice, I'm very self-conscious about that because I've been told my voice is very androgynous, but it still feels very masculine to me, just because it sounds so much deeper and more, I guess, what's the term? Gravelly? But, I don't know.
Personally, I don't think there's much need to like overthink it. Like, for just from like closing my eyes and like not seeing the model or anything or not knowing anything about you. Like, I would say young, like early 20s female is what you sound like to me.
Awesome. Because
like a lovely lady that works at an office. That's what you sound like to me.
Oh, I didn't get it off in time. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, that's actually fairly awesome because, in case you didn't know, my birthday this year, 7 days ago, I turned the big 2-0.
Which, happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, no, it's one of those things that, like, I've been asked by my folks especially, which they're my folks.
Yep.
I was asked, oh, how does it feel to not be a teenager anymore? And I'm just like, I don't feel any different. In that sense, and that is an important preface that I am giving. In that sense, age is just a number. Because from the day-to-day basis, you're going to change from day to day, but you're not going to massively change suddenly overnight just because you turned a different age.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well, Echo, I apologize. I'm going to have to dip out because I got to go make food, but I did enjoy our time here in VC.
Yeah, no worries.
Wonderful of your stream.
Thank you.
Talking to you.
It was great having you.
Well, I will see you around.
All right. Yep. Bye-bye. All right. There we go. In case anyone is listening, who has not spoken in chat, that was RuikoVT. I don't have any mods to give a shout out, but I will do that momentarily. I think. I don't have anything specific set up for it, but yes, RuikoVT, go follow them. They're an amazing person that has made a massive impact on my streaming career. Let's actually quickly, while I'm here, can I prediction? Oh, I can't. I can't do a proper shout out. Okay. But yeah, right, you could call me young, I guess. It's one of those things that I've always been told that I act very mature for my age, so everyone always thinks I'm older than I actually am. But yeah, that's the sort of conversation that, like, I don't mean to, like, talk over the other person or make the conversations all about me or anything like that. I just like talking. And like I say this all the time, but just because I'm a communications major doesn't mean I'm good at communications. I didn't get it off again. Let's see if there is a... Just want to make sure. Yes, okay. There we go. Anyone who is not following them really should. They're an amazing person that I love to talk to and has made a big impact on me. Just being, you know, as having growth as a person. So if you are not following them and you are watching, lurking, whatever, please go follow them. I personally would really appreciate it because they deserve everything. But yeah, I think this is gonna be my last turf war match for the time being. I'm gonna go to Salmon Run for a bit. Just as kind of like a little end off for today because I want the shirt. I love that design for the shirt, and so I want the shirt. Oh, the tree was there. I didn't even see it. But yeah, I can I can talk for hours on different topics. Like Zelda, obviously, I've already talked for probably half an hour about that already today. But from there, it could be like Kirby. I've more recently, but I've gotten enough information to talk about Kirby for hours. Which that one is nice because Kirby is arguably my favorite series of all time. You know, the fact that every game has the sort of thing where, you know, it's a very nice, happy series about a pink puffball who fights eldritch beings and gods for a living. Oh, they have a DC. I kind of feel bad for them. Alright, there we go. Well, that's gonna be it for Turf War. That sploosh wasn't... Yeah. But I mean, still, we wiped them out multiple times in a row. I kind of... I don't know. That just feels kind of... unfair to them. Because, like, we just wiped them out one right after the other. In the sense of, like, they didn't really get much of a chance to come back. It's the same reason that I don't like spawn camping. It's like, if you get to the point that you can't... Might have made them rage quit. How so? What is... handbook. It's not the worst. Except them while they're shrinking. Yeah. I mean, you know how I feel about snipers, so I don't blame them. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do salmon run for probably about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna hop off for the night. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to say right now. It's I enjoy talking, like I said, but it's the sort of thing where, like, I'm not really... I don't really have a specific topic that I tend to talk about. Don't die. Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. You know, you come and you chat and hang out. Honestly, that's the sort of thing that, like, you know, a lot of streamers say that they don't ever expect the sort of support that they get. But honestly, I came from the standpoint of, like, I never expected to get support, period. Like, I know that, people say that, like, a lot of people, like, content creators and stuff say numbers don't matter, but I don't think it's, I don't think it's a secret that numbers really do matter, in the sense of, like, you need people in your chat to interact with in order to actually do anything. I missed. And so it's the sort of thing where, like, going into it, I honestly only really ever expected to be, like, I don't know, have a silent chat that really only watches because I specifically asked them to, because they were friends or something like that. That was kind of my expectation going into it, was that I wouldn't actually, you know, be able to do anything. But it's the sort of thing where I don't know. I say a lot of things without having a way to end what I'm trying to say. I know that when it comes to stuff like this, I've already mentioned that I'm not great at solo stuff, because I build off of other people, and that's the sort of thing where, like, a lot of people say that if you can't stream alone, you're not cut out to be a streamer. And so I've always kind of had that mindset of, like, I just need to survive. Where are they? Nope. I tried. I didn't know where they were. Yeah. I have lots of things in my head that I want to say that I don't necessarily have the skill or words to say properly. But the general be-all end-all of it is that I'm just a chaos ball on the internet. I don't know. I don't particularly find myself that entertaining or like that great to talk to. But and I didn't mean for this to get all sappy and stuff, but you know, Ruiko is probably not here anymore because they have other stuff to do, which that's understandable. Completely fine. They have their life to handle. But hearing them talk about how they enjoy watching my VODs, that was, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna say it. To hear someone I've looked up to for so long say that they enjoy watching my stuff, yeah, it was one of those things that, like, that's water. I didn't expect that, like, I don't know. I ramble a lot. That should be fairly obvious at this point. But to hear that that was something that people liked, to hear that someone I looked up to enjoyed that, like, I don't know, it always felt like it was, not too good to be true, but it always felt like I don't have words. So I guess, Ruiko, if you do hear this and you're listening to the VOD, yeah. So, Ruiko, if you're listening to the VOD or anything, just know, thank you. What you said today actually, that meant so much to me. Anyway, I am doing horrible. Like I mentioned, I don't feel that great about my voice. I am confident enough in it because enough people have told me that they like it. But when it comes to my own feelings about it, I frankly find my voice a bit annoying, especially with how I tend to rant. Like, it's one of those things where, like, okay. Lots of things. But with how, you know, that whole call was just kind of me talking. And I understand that, like, it's the sort of thing where, like, yes, it's my stream, so I'm kind of, you know, it's my job to be the one talking. It still felt like I was talking too much, I guess. It felt like I didn't give them a chance. And I feel bad about that, but it's the sort of reason why I always apologize for going on rants. It's because anytime I do, I feel like I'm not giving the other person the ability to talk. I don't know. My... I don't know. My brain right now is in a state of... It's in a state of going burr. Get in the chopper and head. Alright. I'm gonna actually be calling it there, I think. My brain is currently on a burr streak, and I feel like, I don't know, it's getting kind of hot in my room right now, so I kind of want to, you know, turn on my fan and, open my door and stuff like that, so, I'm gonna call it there, which, the reason why I say, the thing with turning on my fan is behind me, which means that if I turn on the fan, it's going to blow directly into the, it's gonna blow directly into the mic. So, I am going to, hello, door, thank you. I'm going to call it there. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Really, it does mean a lot to me. And I'm gonna go through. So what I'm gonna do. So it's a couple things. OBS seems like it's working better than Streamlabs. So I'm gonna stick with OBS from here on out. So I'm going to mess around with settings, see what works, what doesn't. I'm going to go through, try and see if I can get good channel points running. And I'm going to actually sit down and edit. Because I have fallen off of that. So I edited together the Super Mario Odyssey video a while ago, and then said that I was going to work on getting a video up every week relating to, like, Splatoon and Mario Kart. I have not touched my editing software relating to those yet. But I am going to. I'm actually going to sit down and do that. I am going to upload the VODs. Which, it's one of those things, my original plan was to just upload the VODs of story-related games so people could watch the full story. But I think after today, I have found that uploading the VODs may be a good idea. Oh, someone messaged me. Bleh. I need to turn off Steam notifications. At least while I'm streaming. But Yes, hello, Dev. I am closing out the stream, but I am talking a bit before that. When it comes to my streams, though, I I really don't feel like I kind of mentioned it. I don't feel like I'm entertaining per se. I feel like the best thing I offer is kind of the vibes of just being kind of a chill, chaotic being. um, People just kind of. I guess that's kind of been my whole point, though. My whole point has kind of been the concept of come sit and just vibe, chill, forget about life for a while. And I guess the best way to do that is to just, vibe, chill, forget about life for a while. I seem kind of tame because I get self conscious about what I'm doing when I do stuff solo. Um, and I'm not gonna play clips. Um, because I have a few clips that I could reference that come from, let's just say, a friend's past streams. And I feel like showing those clips would be, for lack of better terms, dead naming them. And I don't necessarily want to do that. But I feel like that's the sort of reason why I want to do stuff with people, is because I do get self-conscious when I'm doing stuff alone. I feel like I'm not entertaining, and the best thing I have to offer are vibes. Which isn't a bad thing. But that's not necessarily what I wanted going into it. But that is all for a different time. Because I have been very somber for a bit too long on stream today. There's been a lot going on for me in my personal life. And so this stream, I wasn't sure where it was going to go. I really didn't. But I'm glad it happened the way it did. It was exactly what I needed. But that's going to be it for today. I'm going to see who's live. Not really anyone to raid. I might just call stream. But thank you, honestly. When it comes to something like this, I couldn't do it without, I mentioned earlier that like I really need to bounce off of someone to really be great. And so while I appreciate everyone who lurks, everyone who watches, doesn't say anything, I appreciate you. Like, because that a lot of streamers say it, lurkers are what makes the backbone of a community. But I also really appreciate people for willing to sit and chat, because otherwise I go on an hour and a half long rant about Legend of Zelda. But yeah, thank you for coming by. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for letting me do this. And actually feeling like I'm accomplishing something. But with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful time zone. Make sure you take care of yourself, drink some water, get some rest, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Bye.